Hi, I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher. I'm a guide on your vocal journey. If you have any questions about singing or you want to take your singing to the next level, you can head on to my website, singwell.eu. You have all kinds of information and sources there and quizzes and fun stuff. And today, we're doing a reaction video to Adele, but not just one performance of Adele. I have decided to look at her so-called evolution, see where she started, where she's at now. We know that she had all kinds of things with her voice. She's been through a lot, and I'm curious. I've never heard the very beginning when she really first started, before she became famous. We're gonna look at it right now. I don't even know what she looked like back then. So here she's like 16. This is from 2005, and we're just gonna check what's going on. Billboard. The suspense, come on, you're killing me. Ooh.
I made up my mind, don't need to think it over. If I'm wrong, I am right. Don't need to look no further, this ain't a lust. I know this is love.
Okay, wow. Ooh. That's a nice surprise. And at the same time, not really a surprise. She sounds like herself. She sounds amazing. And it's very clear that she has a rare talent. She's only like 16 or 17. She's very authentic. She just, she just sings with her emotions. And she has, those little touches that are that she's famous now for, like so you can hear very small closures of the vocal cord, like like a little bit of a fry effect, and that's good. And you can see that the flow of air and flow of sound is quite good. And then here and there, you can also feel a little bit of grabbing. So what she did in the end was like, it was not really the fry just from the level of the vocal cords, which would be fine. Like, she did some kind of a choking there. It was an expressional effect. But it's interesting to see that she just went for it, even though it's not, ideal for the voice. It was serving her song. She looks so cute. It's not nice to say about a child that they're cute, of course. Nah, whatever. She's cute.
If I tell the world that I'll never say enough, 'cause it was not said to you, and that's exactly what I need to do. If I end up with you, should I give up, or should I just keep chasing pavements?
Ooh, okay. Good stuff. A lot of relaxation here in the jaw. Love that. And when she goes to the high notes, she has a badass face on. That's also good. There's a little bit of pushing. She totally gets away with it, but it's there. So I didn't know that this song was from such, long time ago. She was so young. Wow. Very impressive.
Even if it leads nowhere, or would it be a waste? Even if I knew my place, should I leave it there?
She almost like leaves it. She lets it be a bit hoarse, and that is one of her things. That's one of her vocal things that she does. And here, it doesn't feel like it's taxing her so much. But I'm already thinking, like, forward, is that something that was that one of the things that were taxing for her voice in the long run and caused some of the trouble?
Should I give up, or should statements.
So good. That was completely healthy. That was a healthy belt, very twangy, very squeaky. She's famous for that as well. Really good stuff.
Even if it leads nowhere, yeah, yeah. I build myself up and fly around in circles.
Okay, this is so good. So she's so real. She's so, like, she's within herself. She's not trying to communicate actively. She does communicate with the listeners, of course, because she expresses it, but it's all very simple, very genuine, and very deep, and I love it. I love it. Oh, it's really good. All right, I'm gonna stop here because we have more to watch. The next one is from 2007.
Making her TV debut, we welcome, from Brixton,
First time on TV.
Adele.
Oh. Look at that, you know, it's just, in the beginning, I know already how she is now. She's very, a lot more extroverted on stage. And that was just, hey, really, really nice. I love that. I love her in general, but it's just, it warms my heart to see that.
Daydreamer sitting on the sea, soaking up the sun. He is a real lover of making up the past and feeling up his girl like he's never felt a figure before.
So I see the same things, a lot of simplicity and relaxation, especially in the jaw, and nothing here in the body activates too much. Everything is very serene, and she has more, a little bit more head voice here, but that's just, I guess, because of that particular song. That's how she wants it to sound.
A jaw dropper looks good when he walks, is the subject of their talk. He would be hard to chase, but good.
It's almost like someone told her, you should look at the audience sometime. And she does. But in general, she's, again, very much looking within. She's like, sometimes, yeah, at some point her eyes rolled up. That's so good. It's just, that's the kind of connection with the audience that pulls them to you, as opposed to going all the way to them.
To catch, and he could change the world with his hands behind his back. Oh, you can find him sitting on your doorstep. Wait.
I almost don't hear her do that anymore. Just a continuous flow, also on an M, so, and it's almost pure head voice. She doesn't do as many of those, She doesn't do as much here. She gave it a little bit, yeah, so every time she does that, it connects her to her chest voice, and it gives a little bit of like a boost of volume.
Can tell that he'll be there for all I
So good, so good. That's interesting. Adele credits Amy Winehouse's album Frank as her inspiration to learn the guitar and start songwriting. I totally buy that. I actually was just thinking, this sounds a little bit like Amy Winehouse. A little bit. But it makes a lot of sense to me. That all those little in combination with the twang and the frying and all of that, that's so Amy. And that's with the spin of Adele now, because it's in Adele's voice and it's in Adele's personality and it's in Adele's entire facade. So it's something new now. Okay. We're just going to move on because that was delicious. Next one is from 2011. And 2011 is the year that she got her first vocal surgery, but this is from before the surgery. And so we're going to listen to that a little bit.
What kind of pressure were you under when you sat down to write songs for this one?
Well, before I sat down, I was very nervous and found it all quite daunting. But once I was actually in the studio, I was so excited to be making music, I forgot, which I think was a good thing. It meant that I didn't kind of overthink it, and I just sort of went with what felt right in the end.
And already this album is doing
So in her behavior, I see a lot of what we saw before on the stage, but it's just, her face, more makeup on, a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more glam. That makes sense. But I think, around that time she discovered her signature look. Okay, so it could be because I know about the background story. It could be, but I'm listening to it a little bit more. So I'm trying to figure the differences between a few years ago and now. So this is 2011, and just 4 years back, there is a little bit of a difference, and the difference is mainly airiness. There's a little bit more airiness, even when she goes to the twang, even when she goes to the chest voice. There is some kind of almost like a leak there, and I choose the word leak because I know, I understand that I have this bias now that I know happened shortly after. But you could reverse engineer everything and see maybe that was it. And the voice still functions very well. And I've reacted to Adele before, just a year ago when she sang "I Drink Wine," and you can check that if you want, because we really analyzing there how the balance for her between the hoarseness of the voice and the twang, how the twang sort of saves her performance, it saves her voice. You need that for vocal health, and it's lucky for her that she knows how to use it so well. So then even if she's not in a good shape, she still sounds amazing. And I am actually not sure if that's a good thing for her. It's a good thing for us because we still get Adele, but if she can get away with singing quote unquote unhealthy or wrong, whatever you want to call it, and sound incredible and still be a superstar, if she can do that, then there will be every motivation to do that. There will be every pressure to do that. So a part of me is thinking maybe it would be better if she wouldn't be able to sing wrong. She wouldn't be able to sing with pressure or with extra air. It would just shut everything down and force her to deal with it earlier than she did. Oh, this is very evident here. Yeah. I'm getting flashback to the I Drink Wine reaction because it was difficult for me emotionally to see it and hear it. And you can tell that there's something going on. And still, again, sounds good. But I can hear it and it bothers me. Okay, let's see what she's doing here. Yes, so yes, that's how you do it. So the top one, I'm guessing she wouldn't be able to survive that one had she not done exactly what she just did. It was not just a little bit of twang, it was a lot. And it was a big badass face. And that's how you do it. So she really went for it. Otherwise, I think it would either crack or just disappear in the middle of the note. So when you're a little bit lower in the register, you can do it halfway. But yeah, now she went all the way. And that's how you should do that. That was a success. Very good. So the jaw work is consistent. It's always like she has a grape in between her teeth and the back. That's like always there. And that's also a very good thing. And then she has the twang, saving her ass again. And that's fantastic. So already the song is already in a better shape. The voice is in a better shape now. After she went to the high note, she activated the technique that like fully. Now it's more at her disposal. So it also sounds like it. I hear less air and I hear less effort. But I still hear it. So she goes a lot more often to the airy head voice flip, and anytime she can, and that's legit. She can totally do that. But I'm just pointing that out. That maybe on a better vocal day, she wouldn't have had to do that so often. Because it's harder in a way when you're not at your best to do the chest voice function, which means the vocal cords close. It's easier to go, but then that also puts more pressure on the vocal cords. It's like a loop, and it's harder to sustain a kind of sound like that. So good, so good. Yeah, I hear a tiny bit of pressure on the second high note, but it's still sort of okay. It's still contained and it's very, very good. So now, because we have one more, we're just gonna go for one more from this year, again, rolling in the deep. So let's see what happened now after she had, I think, 2 procedures. And by the way, reading about that surgery, that sounds like a lot of stress. That sounds like a freaking out moment for both her and her surgeon. So it could have gone wrong so many times. And yeah, luckily they did it. They aced it. And she's here and she's rocking it once more. So let's see what's going on this year. So she's a lot more extroverted, but she's still real. She's still like keeping it down to earth and simple. I love that.
There is a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I only your bed. See how.
That's nice. I hear more depth in the voice. The voice is a little bit lower, and also deeper in a good way. And I hear a tiny bit of that sexy hoarseness, but I'm not sure yet if it's just, the way her voice is, or is it something that she just did for this moment. So we're just gonna continue. I don't know if you can hear that, a little bit of a dark quality to her voice that was not there before. Before it was a lot brighter, a lot more, even a little bit childlike. This is more mature.
Underestimate the things that I will do. There is a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your.
What is Emma gonna do? All right. Another idol of mine. Hello. But okay, back to Adele. Yeah. Hoarseness is there. It's very attractive. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm just hoping that it's okay. Yeah? But it's there. And the voice is still doing the same cool stuff, yeah. So the same frying, the same twang, a little bit less maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll hear a little bit more. But yeah, let's just keep going. It had a little bit less power than in the past, but it was still pretty much there. Actually, at this point, nobody cares because everybody's singing along, which is one of my favorite stage exercises or performance exercises to do with my students. I'm just telling them, imagine that you are a celebrity and that your audience is singing along with you. They all know the words, they all like you. And this is what's going on here. So she's not really performing to the audience. She's having a shared experience with the audience. And that's fantastic. That's the highest point, I think, of a singer's career. When everybody there knows you, knows your song, loves you and your song, and they are just doing it with you. It's not about her impressing us anymore. We're past that. We're impressed. We just want to be with you. We just want to sing with you and you're singing with us. And they're also dancing together. The audience is all on their feet. They're dancing and she's just dancing. And at this point, the song comes out naturally. Yeah. Whatever comes out of it is good.
But I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in them depths of your despair.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a little bit of that leak. And maybe that's just this period of time, or maybe that's just something that is gonna stay there. And yeah, I would tread cautiously.
Make it home down there as a mind show be shared.
my jet on me. It was all very twangy. The last one had that little grip that we heard in the very beginning. But for a second, I don't mind it. And I just need to say this because I feel the need to say this. I don't presume to know what's going on in her life. I don't presume to know what she's doing or not doing, what kind of whatever maintenance exercises she's doing. But I'm saying it not to Adele. I'm saying it to anyone who's struggling with anything similar to this. So either airiness or hoarseness or vocal problems, nodules, polyps, whatever it is. Don't wait too long. Don't wait until it's really bad so that you need surgery. There is some kind of maintenance in between that you can do. SOVT exercises are recommended by speech therapists. That's basically all the lip trill and the zzz, all the hums and twang. Use a lot of twang and straw exercises. You know, when you blow into a bottle of water with a straw, that's also very good for the vocal cords. And do that as a way of life now. Don't let it go down the hill until the damage is already done. Yeah, I'm just saying that because I don't know what she's doing, and maybe she's doing all the right things, but it does sound like, yeah, her vocal cords need maintenance. They need extra help and extra support and extra, exercising, and maybe a break from shows. I don't know. But yeah, she's always confessed to have struggle with that pressure of going on stage. Yeah, so she feels stage fright when she goes on stage, and that's why she sort of like goes home for 5 years. She writes an album and is like, leave me alone. And then when she comes out with an album, she goes and she tours, because that's what's expected of her. And I hope that she also does that for herself a little bit. But just putting this out there, it could be that she's performing because there's some kind of pressure to do that. And that makes me a little bit sad if that's the case, because it costs her. Let's listen a little bit more. Diva. Oh, you showed me. I was like lecturing about how you need support and maintenance, and I mean, you can do that. You can do everything. You can produce a great, powerful belting noise with big space. You saw those arms. They were like opening up the space in her body. There was no pressure there. It was just so satisfying. Oh, that was fantastic. Very cool. So it's also good to see how she rides that wave of the audience. I mean, the audience supports her with their singing, and then she just sort of flies on top of that. That's what it feels like to me. Very good, very good. I'm loving this. I think we're gonna finish this up just for fun.
me open door. Count your blessings, find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasured gold.
So that was a I can't even do that. Massa. That little effect she had there didn't have as much pressure in the throat. So she did it more, I think, from the back of the pharynx or something.
Back in time, reap just what you sow. I see you, Hockey. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all, it all, it all. We could have had it all.
Teeth exposed. A greatest badass face ever. Fabulous. I have to stop at some point, huh? But I don't have much to add, except this is really good. Yeah, that was just fun. It was a fun experience for her, you can tell. I don't know how much stage fright she had in that moment. I mean, she just says that the more successful she is, the more she's nervous when she goes on stage. Here, it didn't really look it, so maybe she hit it very well, or maybe that was one of those occasions when she tuned into let's have fun mode. And that's what she's like. She had a big disco club, and she just went dancing. So there it is. That's Adele's vocal evolution for you. What do you think about it? How do you feel about the way she used to be and the way she is now? And the differences she still has, like the core is still there. Adele is still there. Her voice is still Adele's voice. It has like changes sort of like around it. But yeah, the core is the same. So that's a nice feeling for me, because that's the thing we fell in love with, and we still have that. We still have her. Okay, so that was it. Thank you so much for watching with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy singing.